We got Ronnie 2K dropping some NBA 2K27 info. We have a major NBA 2K27 gameplay update. You will be enlightened on why there is no defense in 2K. And there won't be defense in 2K27. We're gonna find out why. It's not looking good for 2K27, man. This is a sickness. Y'all be sure to subscribe if you want defense in a goddamn new 2K. You want some more 2K27 updates. No double twisting on the knees, mouth wide open, okay? So firstly, we got Ronnie 2K. Ronnie 2K. Let me mute this, okay? They're in New York. He's showing MyCAREER scene. I mean, this gotta mean Jalen Brunson on the cover, right? Gots to be, right? You know, then he posts this screenshot. I mean, click. What is this court? Does anybody know? Anybody know what this court is? I don't know. Posted on Twitter saying up to something in Brooklyn. Up to absolutely nothing. 2K Park gonna be Rucker Park. Different parks located in Brooklyn. What parks are in Brooklyn? New York storyline, great to see. NBA 2K27, the colleges are coming to NBA 2K this year. And this is Brooklyn College. Enjoy. So college mascots leaked? They did introduce some for 26. Y'all let me know what y'all's favorite basketball college mascot would be. I am unaware of all of them. I only watch professional sports because I'm a professional. Now you see 2K posted this image. Hacker Swan, as you can see, I hacked it up. Click. You know, Hacker Swan in the comments, man. So I made a comment, remove the parachute effect from offensive players when they are driving. You guys didn't know they implemented this later on in the 2Ks. This is why the golden era was way better. When you got past your man, okay? There was no parachute to where slower builds could keep up with you. They started implementing that in 17. Certain angles, you would go through a drag. Only really intellectuals, they can really understand what I'm talking about. You have way more speed than someone and the center's keeping up with you. It's horrible. Now, I know defense need to be in the game, but it's not at the just cooking the offense. I cook him, I beat him, remove the parachute. A parachute is basically, have you ever ran in real life with a parachute on you? That's what happens. You go, you passed him. No world should he be keeping up with you. You're past him. You're faster than him. They started to implement the parachute. What's the point of having all these attributes and badges when it's fake? I also say buff defensive reactions. Y'all know y'all be moving in mud. Your hands up, don't be going up, moves very slow. Your hands up defense activates a second after, bunch of milliseconds after, so you can't contest properly. This is why auto contest needs to come back to the game, because the game cannot contest without auto contest efficiently, quickly. He can't do it. If he could do it, he would have been did it. He's not capable. The gameplay team is a bunch of Neanderthal NPCs. They need to go back to school for coding. They're incapable. They're stupid. Okay? And just reactions, just not being stuck in mud and slow-mo. You should be able to react quicker to keep up, you know? People should actually have to fake you out to get past you, not just because you can't move and you're stuck in 2026 on a new gen console. Why could we move better in previous gens?
A lot of people are just not really truly understanding, or maybe they do understand, they don't care. But the big issue that a lot of y'all are asking for is for a better contest system.
Yes.
Okay. And
listen, this is a play tester, guys. This is a play tester. He tests the game. He go out there early before 2K Community Day. His mind has been engulfed with these devs. This is how they think, guys. This is why there's no D in the game. It's not because the comp players. It's not because the good players, the creators, they are catering to the idea of a casual. You guys aren't seeing the truth. Even if it's something that you don't want, they're catering to the idea of what they think you'll want. They think you're helpless children.
A better contest system is not going to work, okay? And I'm gonna tell you why. One is the obvious, most glaring thing is that it's the cheaters, okay?
Anyone that understands 2K fundamentally understands that the true way to stop cheaters is a big buff to the contest system, because the gap is, oh, he can't get open, our contests are strong, so we cook him. It doesn't take a rocket scientist. How to nerf cheaters is making the contest system buffed. Bring Intimidator back. Because the gap, if you're a good player, you can stick D on them, right? So they would have to get open. But if you have no contest system, everything they shoot is open. Then you already know their ego's so whatever, because everything's green. It's automatic. So they really just move with freedom and they shoot right when they see something. But if you have the IQ and skill, you can stop all that, especially with a buff contest system and intimidator. So you actually nerf the cheaters.
Third-party devices are still running rampant in NBA 2K and in other video games, right? It's just something that is just doesn't seem like it's going anywhere anytime soon, okay? So
what's that got to do
let's
with
just go with y'all theory that we need a better contest system.
It's not a theory.
If this
is a fact. If you talk to any decent player, they will say the same exact thing. So I don't know. I don't understand. Like, it don't make sense. And decent players, they understand things on different intricacies than just an average player.
And harder, and defensive windows and the green window and all that stuff is really, really small, and it's harder to shoot. Who does that affect more? Because the cheaters are going to green regardless if it's the hardest of hardest or the
I already explained how you could combat cheaters. And then cheaters are such a small minority. First off, we're just going to make a game with no defense. You can't play D, they can't play D. Everything they shoot's gonna be wide open. How are you gonna compete with that? If you're actually better than them, usually people that cheat, they're not as good. There's a reason they took the darkness, right? The gap could be the defense.
Easiest of easiest. They're gonna green every single shot regardless.
Not with contest
crazy hard, or you make contest really, and all of a sudden people that aren't cheating are not hitting shots and stuff. It just widens the gap for the individuals that are cheating. And
no, it doesn't. Because if you play good D, they can't score. But if you just have no defense in the game, it's way easier for them to score. You could literally run cheaters out the lobby. If all this contest and all this is buffed, then they would have to go dunk more. It's not just a 3-3-3, you know? They would actually have to play the damn game.
All of these ideas really come back to just one issue. It's the cheating. If an individual can just tap the button and green every single shot, it doesn't matter what 2K does.
Yes,
right?
It does.
It's just going to make it.
Yes, it does. Guys, if you guys verse cheaters, you know what I'm talking about, guys. When you're good at the game, they can't get open. And then they're going to be more scared to shoot certain shots because they're going to be contested. And it's going to be a quick transition score. They're going to have to think way more. If they're playing a game with no contest system, they don't have to think as much and they could just be an egoist. But with the contest system in the game, with defense in the game, with lateral quickness in the game, with bumping in the game, you have to think way more. And you know, a demonic entity that went and got that device and spent on that bread on a subscription, he don't like to think. He don't like that. So it's gonna put you at an advantage off the rip. It's gonna give you a way better chance.
It's more difficult for the individuals that aren't cheating, and we're not gonna have fun. You see what I'm saying? So unless the third-party devices and shooting gets fixed and patched, there's no way in the world I'm gonna be on the bandwagon of making it more difficult for people that aren't cheating. I'm sorry.
Lost.
And I know that is not the right answer. The right answer is getting third-party devices out, but if we cannot get that taken out, why in the world would I want to go through hell competing against somebody that can green every single shot, and then I'm out here getting crazy contests and I'm only able to shoot 40% from 3?
Buddy, if your team is better than their team, which on average would be if you're decent, you win because y'all can play defense. That's the gap. They'll have to take more dunks and safer shots instead of just 3-3-3, which you can't keep up with, and it's a sickness.
Where they can shoot 99%, they can shoot 100%. They can, to me, that's just not fair. Yes, it kills the game. It takes away a lot of great ideas. It takes away a lot of the aspects of the game to where, there's things that 2K would love to do. There's things that we all as gamers and we that love NBA 2K, there's so many ideas that we want to implement and we want to tell 2K to do, but it just keeps coming back to the same issue. They're cheating. People are cheating. They are cheating. Now, before I thought it was a very small amount of people that were cheating, but now it's pretty obvious. It's very simple to get these devices, and it doesn't take a lot of money, and you can literally just do it. And more people that are younger and younger, parents are buying these devices.
Guys, kids barely play the game, so there's just no point with this. Just because your son went and got one, I heard them talking about that, and they say the friends got, them stuff though, they don't even be working. Take tempo out the game. You so worried about cheating, be vocal about that. That's how a lot of some of these little low tier devices, that's what they be using. And the meter, go against that. If you really care about cheating, those would be the first things you would take off. If you're not taking out tempo and the meter, all play testers and devs don't care about cheating. 100%. If they don't take out meters and they keep tempo in the game, they don't care about cheaters. They're just trying to make a scapegoat. The real thing that they trying to do is just make a super casual 2K, because for some reason they think that's the way to attract all the story mode casual gamers.
Knowing what it is, and they're helping these younger kids get these cheating devices. So I'm not going to sit here and say, yeah, man, make the contest system more difficult. This is not, because it doesn't matter, because as long as there isn't any RNG in shooting, and there's always going to be a pure green window, a third-party device can hit that pure green window every single time. right? So if you're not understanding that, basically,
they can't if you contest it.
if the ball isn't blocked and the ball is gets shot towards the rim, there's always going to be a green window.
I think Demi's confused. I don't think he knows how these devices work. You gotta be open. Usually hit your shot. That's why people can beat cheaters, because if you contest them, they miss. I don't know if he thinks that they could just go up the court and just keep shooting in your face, and the device just lets them just keep greening in your face no matter the contest with no block. He's played the game before. I'm confused. Are there devices out there where someone could just go up in your face and just shoot over you if they don't block it and just make every shot? I haven't seen that. I haven't seen that.
It can be minuscule, but guess what? If every single jump shot base has a pure green window and they have a 30 millisecond that if you hit it every single time and the shot's not blocked, it will be green. And that's how, in reality, it should be, right? I mean, like, if Steph Curry, every time he throws a shot up at the rim, if it's not blocked, we all know how great of a shooter is, that there's a chance that it goes in. But even that's just physics, right? That's just, you know, like
40% shooter, by the way.
Literally just simple science of the probability of something going in, right? You're literally gonna hit 0 of your shots that you attempt, right? Duh, because you never attempted the shot, so you're always gonna hit 0. But if you continue to shoot towards the basket, then your chances of a shot actually going in starts to increase. It's the law of numbers, right? The more attempts that you have, the better chance you have of a shot going in, regardless if it's how the green window is. And I'm not trying to get too scientific here, but what I'm trying to lead to is this, is that none of us want RNG. If you don't know what RNG means, it just means, you know, a random generated number, a random number generator, where like it basically doesn't require skill, like the game just decides whether or not that shot goes in or not. We don't want that. The counter to that is that if a cheater can shoot 100% from 3, at least allow me to shoot 80. Give me a chance, right?
The answer is buffing the contest system and defense and perimeter defense. That's the count. That's the true count. That's the true count. I think most decent players would say the exact same thing.
Give me a fighter's chance. You know, we've seen the videos, we've seen the clips. We just saw one recently a couple weeks ago where Ronnie was streaming and there was a guy that he was playing against and the dude was doing drop step, post fades at the other side of the court, greening them, right? And obvious cheater.
And guess what? He lost 4 times and I think won once. Why were those people able to beat?
But that's what type of devices is. Remember, like I go back to it. As long as the shot's not blocked and it's going towards the rim, there is a green window. So if that individual has third-party device, he can green any shot anywhere on the floor, because again, it makes absolutely no sense to say, hey, if you shoot it from half court, is no chance of it going in. Who wants that? No, there still should be
nobody. Who wants a game where they're just shooting half court shots? I mean, I don't know, man.
Be a skill there, right? We see Steph shooting from half court. We see Steph, you know, Damian Lillard and all these guys shoot from the logo, right? So we want that. The problem is it's a cheater. So again, just to wrap,
somebody need to talk to Nephew Mortal, man.
Compressing every single year badges, and the reason being is, for one, you know, it's the balance
more
of
compressed badges.
Click, badge, like which one should hold more weight, and then 2, how often are those badges being utilized within gameplay? So they look at those things, they look at the numbers on the back end, right, and be like, okay, this badge is not being utilized.
You're giving us information.
You know, blah blah blah.
You're giving us information. What
I would say is that badges have lost its strength. I felt like the only badge that was, well, I don't want to say the only badge, but one of the most glaring badges that had a very massive issue was posterizer, and especially since someone that I
hey, y'all think posterizer gonna get buff?
Really take pride in slashing. I take pride in having layup, mix master, and physical finisher, and just being able to go to the basket and know exactly when to euro step, how to reverse, left hand dunk, right hand dunk, posterizer, etc. That is a skill set. And 2K has a very difficult time of making adjustments to badges once the game's released. It's not an easy fix. That's the reason why posterizer was not fixed. That's why it was the way it was.
They're pathetic devs. Because they're pathetic devs. That's why.
So my humble opinion for 27 is that the badges that you pretty much see right now are going to be the same in 27.
Oh, same badges?
Why? Leak. Because they did a pretty damn good job of compressing everything, getting rid of all the fluff, and keeping the main badges that people would utilize and that they would use. The issue has always been the gameplay, all right? And I want to stress that.
Yeah, the builder and badges, it's all fluff. It's all about the gameplay. What the gameplay creates the builder and the badges. That's how it's always been. I don't know why people are still caught up in pie charts or we need this badge back. Y'all are still stuck in the genjutsu. These are just marketing tools. The only thing that matters is gameplay. How he makes speed work. How he makes these badges work. But it's the root is all the gameplay that he creates.
Gameplay really dictates how effective a badge would be. Like I said, dynamic meter made posterizer trash, right? Same thing for shooting. None of the shooting badges mattered except for limitless, because yes, people were, you know, using third-party devices to cheat, but even people that wasn't can still shoot close to 80% and didn't have badges. You can have 85 overall out there and just start sparking because it was just that easy to shoot. It's going to be the emphasis on 27 is more emphasis on the actual ratings, even more than what it was in 26. So what does that mean? Okay, so let's just look at something that is an easy factor.
Badge is not gonna matter again, but attributes do. What y'all think? Y'all think it's gonna happen?
For me, it was easy to see this. Physical finisher. I felt like physical finisher was one of the most effective badges in this game. meaning that
What?
you could see a massive difference if you had physical finisher on bronze compared to if you had it on gold, compared to if you had from gold to legend.
It was
you
useless.
could actually see the difference, right?
It was
a lot
useless.
of that is tied to, though, your rating. Okay, so I don't want to get this misconstrued.
It was useless. I use 99 layup builds. When I say useless, it's just you might as well go dunk. That's basically what I mean. You're risking too much. It's just gonna put you at a disadvantage. It's just not worth it. Because finishing was just garbage. But of course, if you're better than everyone you're playing, of course, you know you're gonna get some clips, but play people on your level and let's see if it's still good. You feel me?
And it will be the same thing for next year. The max plus ones, the max plus twos, the cap breakers, all that stuff's coming back. It makes too much money for 2K. What I'm saying is that, so 27, just to wrap it up, expect the same badge layout, a very small focus of badge layouts. I don't see any new badges coming into play. There is no room for a new badge because, again, they're trying to take away all that fluff, all the extra fat. So expect the same badge setup, very minimal badges as you see.
Same badges.
To come back, expect the rating to still hold more weight than the
Copy paste, copy paste.
actual badge.
Hey, when them NBA 2K27 leaks come out, they will be in my Discord, man. Y'all know we always early with it, so be sure to join the Discord. Link is in the description.
But hey, here we go again. Yeah. Here we go again. People talking this, but when this hit the fan, everything I'm at made me. Now break it down. Yo, off the top of the dome.